Chào mừng quý vị và các bạn đang đến với chương trình CEO Talk phát sóng trên kênh truyền hình VTC6 Sài Gòn Channel. Kính thưa quý vị và các bạn, khi đất nước mở cửa, ngày càng có nhiều doanh nhân nước ngoài chọn Việt Nam làm nơi để phát triển công việc kinh doanh của mình. Tuy nhiên, việc lập nghiệp tại một đất nước xa lạ là điều hoàn toàn không hề đơn giản. Vậy các CEO ngoại quốc của chúng ta đã làm gì để vượt qua khó khăn và có thể thành công? Trong chương trình CEO Talk ngày hôm nay, chúng tôi xin trân trọng giới thiệu đến quý vị một CEO người Thụy Điển kinh doanh trong lĩnh vực trang trí nội thất và đã rất thành công tại Việt Nam. Ngay bây giờ xin mời quý vị và các bạn theo dõi phóng sự sau.
Từng làm việc cho tập đoàn IKEA, sau đó được giao nhiệm vụ mở rộng thị trường tại Đông Nam Á. Ông August Wiga đã có dịp sang thăm Việt Nam trong những lần tìm hiểu thị trường vào năm 1994. 8 năm sau, vào năm 2002, ông đến sống và làm việc tại Việt Nam. Sau đó, vào năm 2006, ông đã quyết định mở một chuỗi cửa hàng bán đồ trang trí nội thất đa chủng loại. Những ngày đầu, ông cũng gặp không ít khó khăn trong việc tìm hiểu một thị trường hoàn toàn mới mẻ, cũng như thích nghi với môi trường sống mới. Tuy nhiên, xuất thân là một nhà thiết kế, ông August có nhiều lợi thế trong việc nắm bắt xu hướng thẩm mỹ của thị trường, cũng như có nhiều kinh nghiệm trong việc tư vấn lựa chọn sản phẩm cho khách hàng. Bằng tình yêu và lòng đam mê hết lòng với công việc, ông nhanh chóng chiếm được sự tin tưởng của khách hàng và nhiều đối tác Việt Nam.
Mình đã làm việc với cả bác, trong công ty mình gọi là bác August. Trong công ty mình tất cả mọi người đều gọi là bác August. Thì mình làm việc với bác August được hơn 4 năm rồi. Thì mình nhận thấy là bác August là một người rất là nghiêm túc trong công việc. Thế nhưng mà bác ấy luôn tạo cho nhân viên cái sự rất là thoải mái trong quá trình làm việc, tức là không có cái sự gò bó về bắt buộc phải làm thế nọ phải làm thế kia, mà tức là mọi người rất là thoải mái trong cái quá trình làm việc của mình, miễn sao đạt kết quả tốt. Và ngoài ra thì nếu mà gọi ngoài công việc ra thì bác ấy rất là một người rất là vui vẻ và rất là hòa đồng và rất là thú vị. Khi mà gọi là nếu mà mình có party hoặc là có cái tiệc ngoài trời, tiệc tùng thì bác rất là vui và tham gia rất là nhiệt tình. Thì mình nghĩ đấy là một trong những cái điều mà mọi người rất là thích ở bác August.
Thank you for coming to our program today.
Xin chào, and xin chào Saigon Channel audience. Thank you for having me here.
So for the first questions, why did you choose Vietnam to start your business?
First time I came to Vietnam was already in 1994. I was sent out by my company that worked for a Swedish company called IKEA, a very big furniture company. And they sent me out to scout if there was some business to do in Vietnam, and the first thing I did was to buy a lot of plant pots out in Binh Duong. And already from first time I came to Vietnam, I really liked it. I can't say why. I think it's a lot of similarities between Vietnam and Sweden, which I picked up. And then I moved here 2002, and I got posted for still the same company. And then I finished my job for this company in 2006. And I was here, and I have two choices. I could leave Vietnam, and I can go and work for my company somewhere else, or I can start my own business. So I decided to start my own business because I didn't want to leave.
Why did you choose home furniture to carry your business rather than other products?
One time in my life, and I managed to get a job on IKEA. And this is 20 years ago. And I worked for IKEA 15 years. I learned everything about design, product development, retail, how to buy the products, everything about quality of wood furniture, of steel furniture, of plant pots, of cups, of glass, everything. So I did that for 15 years. So it was very natural for me when I decided to start my own business. Of course, I should do it with the thing I love and the thing I know. So it's quite easy.
Yeah. Okay. So why do you choose to name your business Uma?
That's when you do your own business, you have to have a brand. You have to be able to be distinguished. This is something that some companies in Vietnam don't really have catched. They have very similar names. My idea is that you should have a very different name. So we took the initial from the three people who were in this process to start a company, So it's the U for Uli, it's the M for Milan, and it's the A for August. So it's very simple. It's 3 names. Then it turned out that Uma has a lot of different meanings. So Uma, for instance, is a god in the Indian religion. It's the god of light. Uma in Japanese means horse, which is a nice word. Oh. And one of the best actresses in the world, Uma Thurman, also have the name. So I think it's a good name. It has a lot of good positive vibrations, but the history behind, 3 different names, and then we did a very nice logotype.
Yeah, luckily it has many good meanings, right?
I think so. And then the most important thing then is how you build your brand, how you create something that the customer like, and that you are consistent in what you're doing, so they can come back and they can expect the same thing all the time, all over again.
As a foreigner, do you think that running business in Vietnam, a very new and unfamiliar country, is difficult?
Yes, it is. You can say I was lucky because I was the general manager for the IKEA purchasing office 5 years in Vietnam. So I learned a lot before I started my own business. And the biggest thing I learned, I think, was that I will never understand everything. I will always be an outsider. Even if I learn the language, even if I learn all the culture, I will never understand everything. And I think that's important. So to tackle the difficulties, you have to know that it's, and you have, what I did was that I searched to find a partner, to find somebody who can work together with me. I am very good in creating the strategies, to creating the visions for where to go, and I needed somebody who a Vietnamese partner who can locally make this happen, because I can't make it happen only myself. It's totally impossible.
Did you encounter any failure or obstacle in those very first days?
Yeah, you can say, actually, I encountered 2 different partners that was failures. First I had one partner, where a partner idea. I mean, we were discussing to be partners, where the business became so big and it became unrealistic from the beginning, and the capital that we need to put in was totally out of proportions. So after some months, we broke it up. I broke it up. Then I was thinking I do the opposite. I go to a very Vietnamese local company and I try to find a cooperation. That didn't work either. But in the end, I was lucky because I have a good Vietnamese friend whose best friend, whose school friend, was looking to do something else. And she and me met, and we found each other. We are different as persons. And she is much more a doer, I'm much more a strategic person, so we are complementing each other very good. And she knows the local, and I know the more international market. So yes, I had a lot of difficulties and problems in the beginning, and I think that's natural. You have to have it.
Yeah, but you did move on everything.
Yeah, I think if you have an idea where you see that this is possible, it's more a matter of if you're an entrepreneur, you find a way. You just have to try, and then you see it's not working that way, then you have to go another way. There is always one way.
I'm wondering that being changed from a designer to businessman in home furniture industry, are there any advantages and disadvantages did you face?
Yeah, it is. I mean, a designer works with the details. It's products that has to go into products that should be made depending on a need or a functional need. You need a chair to sit on. That's number 1 in the chair. Number 2 is that it should look nice. So first you put in the function, then you put in the form. This has then to be adapted into a machine, to the industry, so you can mass produce this. That is design. So it's very detailed, it's very much into a lot of details, but it's very concentrated around one product. Then if you go into business, you escalate this, and suddenly you are into the design, but you're into the production, you're into the purchase, you're into the distribution, the wholesale, the retail, the marketing, the quality, the service. So it's so much bigger.
Yeah.
And for me, I like that much more. I can really see, I'm good in seeing the totality, and I can have a big picture of all these different parameters that we have to work with and move them in the right direction all the time.
Okay.
But I think also it's a very good advantage to have been in the detail of design, to know, you know, exactly how you actually construct the furniture. To have that knowledge, but then to lift up and work with all the different
So you
parts.
can know which one beautiful and which one not, right?
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Or at least I know what I think is beautiful and not beautiful, because that can be different. The taste is different. People like different things.
What makes Uma different from other home furniture shops?
I think it's one big thing. We know what we're doing, and what we're doing is that we have 100% customer focus. We don't survive if our customer don't like us.
Is it also your strategy?
Yeah, it's the strategy. And I would also say that our strategy is very clear on who is our customer. Our customer is the Vietnamese women. The Vietnamese women between the day they want to get married until the day they lose interest for the home. Not the very rich and not the poor, because the poor can unfortunately not buy furniture yet. So it's the mid-income Vietnamese women that we are looking into. And I think we are very clear in what we do for them. And of course, you can also say we then adapt a certain style on our products. So we have a modern, very colorful style. And there is a lot of customers who don't like that. And that's okay. We don't need these customers, because it's better for us to be very consistent and clear for the customer like us. And we work with them. You can never please everybody.
But what do you really focus on? Service, quality, or quantity?
We are in mass retail. So we have to focus on quantity. The quantity gives us volume. The volume gives us better negotiation. It can give us better prices. It can give us possibility to give better prices to our customers. So we have to focus on quantity. But I don't think that just because you focus on quantity, you have to be bad in service and bad in quality. It's not so that high price or low price must be low quality. Low price can be good quality also. And so, to answer your question, we focus quantity, but we are good in service and we have a very good price.
How can you do that? Low price but high quality?
Yeah, you have to be on the details and you have to know your business. And 15 years of experience for the biggest furniture company in the world is a good school. And then you have to just be persistent and never give up.
Thưa quý vị và các bạn, vừa rồi là những chia sẻ rất chân thành của ông August về những ngày đầu khi mới sang Việt Nam, cũng như những khó khăn mà ông gặp phải trong quá trình xây dựng chuỗi cửa hàng Uma. Bây giờ mời quý vị nghỉ với Lao trong ít phút, chúng tôi sẽ quay trở lại trong phần 2 của chương trình.
Sau 10 năm tìm hiểu và phát triển thị trường, hiện nay nội thất Uma đã có 5 chi nhánh tại 2 thành phố lớn nhất Việt Nam là Hà Nội và thành phố Hồ Chí Minh. Lựa chọn vị trí ngay trung tâm thành phố, các cửa hàng của Uma thật sự thu hút khách hàng ngay từ cái nhìn đầu tiên với màu đỏ chủ đạo cùng với các mặt hàng nội thất đa chủng loại. Người tiêu dùng có thể dễ dàng tìm mọi thứ cần thiết cho căn nhà của mình tại Uma. Từ chiếc muỗng ăn cơm nhỏ xíu cho đến những kệ sách, bộ salon độc đáo. Đây không chỉ là nơi bán đồ nội thất mà còn truyền cảm hứng cho những khách hàng muốn làm đẹp không gian sống của họ. Cùng với việc chú trọng vào phục vụ khách hàng bằng cách tìm hiểu nhu cầu từng khách hàng, chuỗi cửa hàng nội thất Uma đã thực sự làm hài lòng cả những khách hàng khó tính nhất. Sự tận tâm phục vụ đã một phần làm nên phong cách của các cửa hàng nội thất Uma. Đặc điểm nổi trội là các sản phẩm có màu sắc tươi mát. Hầu hết các sản phẩm được sản xuất tại nhà máy Việt Nam, chỉ có một số hàng nhập khẩu. Đội ngũ thiết kế của Uma có trọng trách tạo ra những món đồ nội thất mới, tạo dựng phong cách thiết kế riêng theo yêu cầu khách hàng. Cửa hàng bày trí đầy đủ các phòng chức năng của một ngôi nhà với các tiện ích, vật dụng nhà bếp, phòng ăn, phòng tắm, phòng ngủ, vườn. Có thể nói, Uma đáp ứng tất cả những gì cần thiết cho những khách hàng có nhu cầu trang trí làm đẹp cho tổ ấm của mình.
Vào đây thì tôi lựa chọn cũng rất nhiều thứ được mà trong cái sinh hoạt gia đình, kể cả cho người lớn lẫn trẻ con. Thì tôi rất hài lòng kể cả cách phục vụ, giá cả, mẫu mã lẫn đồ mẫu mã ở đây thì tôi thấy là đa dạng, đẹp, hợp lý và cho người tiêu dùng. Thì tôi rất hài lòng với cách phục vụ, với cái giá cả, với cái shop ở đây và tôi cũng mua rất nhiều ở đây rồi. Và vào đây thì tôi chọn được tất cả những đồ sinh hoạt cho gia đình.
Thưa quý vị và các bạn, những năm gần đây, khi điều kiện kinh tế ngày càng khá giả, người Việt Nam dành thời gian chăm chút cho không gian sống của mình nhiều hơn khi nhu cầu ăn ngon, mặc đẹp đã được đáp ứng đầy đủ. Chính vì điều đó, những mặt hàng nội thất độc đáo, tiện dụng được nhiệt tình chào đón bởi đại đa số người tiêu dùng. Vậy các doanh nghiệp nước ngoài đã làm cách nào để nắm bắt và đáp ứng được thị trường Việt Nam? Chúng ta sẽ tiếp tục trò chuyện với CEO August trong phần 2 của chương trình CEO Talk. How did you evaluate Vietnam home furniture market recently?
I think there's a lot of things happening. Some good things and some maybe scary things. There is a lot of buildings, which I think maybe can be good for me because all the buildings need furniture. But it's maybe so that there's too many buildings on the way, and also I see that many of the buildings are owned by the same, or the apartments are owned by the same people, and many of the apartments have a goal to rent out the apartment, sublease them again, and I don't really know if this market will work. So that's for the macro, for the big picture. I can see that there is a need of a very lot of new apartments and new buildings in Vietnam, and maybe the speed is a little bit too high now. I can see, and that can happen. It can be a little bit scary.
So that's good for home furniture business. Right?
It can be good, but can also be so that it maybe crash a little bit. It stop a little bit. That's the macro. Then I can see that there is a vacant and a new interest from the customers. There is many more people who like to do something in the home. And this, I think, comes naturally in a development country like Vietnam. The home comes in focus in a certain step. I mean, the first thing you need is food, and you need something, to cover your head, and then you need a transport, and then when you have bought your motorbikes, maybe your car, you start to focus on yourself, your nice clothes, maybe you buy a handbag and your mobile telephones, your computers. And after all this, I think you start to turn around when you're home and say, maybe I should do something with my home.
Yeah.
And this is coming more and more now. So more and more, I think at least in the young generation of Vietnamese people, they are interested to do something with the home. And that's interesting, I think. And that's what I like, of course. And I see that we can do something. We can fill one part. Then we have a lot of competition. They can fill other parts. And it's good with competition also.
But how can you catch up with Vietnamese customers' behavior?
I think it's very important to catch up with consumer behavior. You need to know the consumer. To know the consumer, if you work in the home furnishing, you have to visit the homes. So that's what we do. That's what I do a lot. And I have been lucky because I was also involved in a TV production where we did a lot of restyling of homes. So I know a lot about Vietnamese homes. From that, I know a lot of problems that you have in Vietnamese homes. From that, you can start design. You can do a lot of new products which the customer needs. That's one thing. The other thing is that you need to know the trends, because you need to know what color to put on, or what materials to use, and a little bit what shapes. And if I look into the the big world, there is big trends, mega trends, and there is fashion trends. And the big trend in the world right now is about sustainability, it's about nature, it's about the planet. And that's nothing in Vietnam. Nobody's interested in it. Here is unlucky, unfortunately, so nobody's interested in that. So we cannot take the world trend. We have more to go into what the Vietnamese wants. And what we can see is that there is a very big interest of colors, and stronger colors than you normally have in the other parts of the country or the other countries. So we work with that. We find the fashion trends for the world, but then we adapt them to what we see is the more Vietnamese colors. And by knowing how the Vietnamese customer lives and knowing what they like, we can put it together to nice products.
Yeah, we're talking about behavior.
Yeah.
Do you think that are there any different between Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City consumer behavior?
Yes, it is. and here is a lot of favorite answers also. Everybody have an opinion in this question.
Yeah.
I maybe have a little bit hard to answer the question because we started the business in Hanoi. Our business is much bigger in Hanoi still. I think it's like this, that interior and furniture business is driven a little bit by influence coming from outside Vietnam. All the influences coming from outside Vietnam, they come to Ho Chi Minh City first. That means that the market in Ho Chi Minh is more mature. It's more developed, it has a higher expectation, higher demands, the competition is higher, the customers is maybe also more complicated. In Hanoi, the competition is a little bit less. Customers are more price focused. So there is a difference. But I also think that what's happening today in Ho Chi Minh City will be happening in Hanoi 2 years from now.
Is it?
And then it will be something new happening in Ho Chi Minh City that will happen again. This is development. I have the same in my home country, Sweden, which is a long country also. Mm-hmm. The development starts in the south and it ends up in the north. So I can say, for me, it's very much about time. You can look on how Ho Chi Minh market looks now. You will know how Hanoi market will look in a couple of years.
I know that Uma's target customer segment are citizens with low to average income level, right? Mm-hmm. So it means that Uma products have to be well designed and diversified with low price. Mm. So how can you achieve this?
Yeah, that's the magic. I don't know. Maybe you have some suggestions.
I don't know. I'm asking you.
You have to be on every detail. You have to know. I mean, first of all, you have to be very cost conscious. You have to drive your organization with a minimum of costs, and you have to be aware of. You have to know all the different parts of the business, and we integrate everything in our company so we can control all of it. I mean, the low price comes from the low cost. It's no magic. If you have a high cost in your operation, if you buy too expensive, then you can't have low prices. For design, we have an in-house design company, design bureau in our company, where we employ young Vietnamese designers, or we have sometimes some foreign design students who come here. So the cost for our design is very low because I have the network. I know where to find them. They are very enthusiastic, they want to do the products, and they don't cost very much. So you can always find different ways if you really want to minimize your cost.
Do you care about the quality?
Yes. I mean, every happy customer who, especially, say like this, the most efficient marketing in Vietnam, that's not TV commercial, even if you want me to say that, because you want me to buy some TV commercial. It is the mouth to mouth. It's the Vietnamese families who meets on the Saturdays and Sundays and chit-chat about what they have done in the week. If you deliver good quality, you come into this chit-chat, and then that's the marketing. That's really the efficient marketing. So you have to deliver a quality that is a little bit better than expectation compared to the price. Mm-hmm. And I think we do that.
Yeah. So, in your opinion, what is the trends of interior furniture in 2012?
Well, then you mean, I guess that you mean materials and colors and things like that.
Yeah, and style.
If you talk about colors, blue has been a very dominating color in home interiors. The colors comes very much from fashion now. If fashion, the fashion colors 1 year, they come into the home the next year. The blue has been a very dominating colors. Now comes, you can say, two directions. One is a very colorful, pastel, bright colors plus metallic colors. That's one direction. The other direction is vintage, more old-fashioned, more faded colors. So that's from the color point. What will happen, I think, because I don't know, but I think next year.
It's the color. How about the style?
We only work with the modern style. The modern style have been very, very minimalistic the years before, but it's starting to change. It start to come more shapes. It start to come more humoristic parts. It come more and more details into it, and I think that's nice. It's fun, because I like also sometimes when things are minimalistic, but it can be very boring also if everything is just black and white and gray.
So it seems that you know about the trend in Vietnam very well, but are you afraid of local competitor?
Yes. No, I have the opinion that competition is very good. It will, first of all competition that comes locally, it will make us sharper because we have to be better to fight our competition. That's one thing, and it's coming more and more competition. So it's good because we can use it to be better. The other thing is that more competition means that we put more focus into furniture and interiors. People will maybe stop buying so many cars and maybe buy sofas instead, because there is more competition and more noise from the interior design or from the interior business. So I think it's good. I hope there come more competition.
So what made you think running business in Vietnam is more compromising than other countries?
Ooh, I don't really know that. You know, I can only compare to maybe to Sweden. I think running business in Vietnam is very interesting. It's an entrepreneurial country. Everybody who can, they do business here, and it's not so complicated to start up. There is a lot of rules you have to comply with, but it's in the society that everybody can start up the business. So I really think Vietnam is a business-friendly country. Every Vietnamese is a businessman.
What do you think is the key to success in home furniture business?
I would say like this, that the key to success in every business is that you find the right gap in the market at the right time. And that is about timing, and it's also a lot about luck. And so that's the key, really. Then, of course, for us in the home furnishing business, we are in the retail business. It's a lot of details. We have to have a 100% focus on the customer. If the customer don't love us, then we're out of the business. And we have to have a focus on what we give the customers, the products, and they have to have a quality and a price and a design that really matches what the customer wants. So I would say customer focus, of course, the product offer, have a lot of good timing, be lucky, and also I think create an organization who likes what they do and having fun. I mean, the organization we have, I hope they really like what they're doing. That's the key.
Thưa quý vị và các bạn, rõ ràng việc nắm bắt nhu cầu thị trường cũng như đối tượng khách hàng để đáp ứng là một chiến lược rất hiệu quả trong kinh doanh. Điều đó đòi hỏi phải nghiên cứu thị trường kỹ lưỡng và nhạy bén, nắm bắt được thị hiếu khách hàng. Mời quý vị giải lao trong ít phút, chúng tôi sẽ quay lại trong phần 3 của chương trình.
Là một kiến trúc sư, ông August ít nhiều mang trong người một tâm hồn nghệ sĩ. Ông cũng là một người yêu tranh. Có thể dễ dàng nhận thấy điều đó ngay khi đặt chân vào ngôi nhà của ông tại Phú Mỹ Hưng, quận 7. Ngôi nhà không rộng nhưng được thiết kế rất nghệ thuật và logic, đúng với tính cách của ông. Đặc biệt, ông August là một người rất thích nấu ăn. Trong thời gian rảnh rỗi, ông thường tự tay làm những món ăn mình yêu thích để thưởng thức và chiêu đãi bạn bè, đồng nghiệp. Để đảm bảo sức khỏe dẻo dai, để làm tốt công việc bận rộn, khi quản lý cùng lúc 5 cửa hàng, ông luôn dành thời gian rèn luyện thể lực bằng cách chạy bộ, và điều này được August Winger làm một cách rất đều đặn và thường xuyên.
Thưa quý vị và các bạn, đã sống và gắn bó với Việt Nam hơn 10 năm nay, ông August gần như xem đây chính là quê hương thứ hai của mình. Đối với ông, cuộc sống không chỉ có công việc mà còn có những giờ phút thư giãn bên bạn bè và đồng nghiệp của mình. Ông luôn sống hòa nhã và hết lòng giúp đỡ các nhân viên mới. Sau đây mời quý vị cùng Thùy Nghĩa tiếp tục tìm hiểu thêm về cuộc sống ngoài công việc của vị CEO đặc biệt này qua phần 3 của chương trình Không gian CEO. So it seems that you like cooking. Which food you prefer to cook, Swedish or Vietnamese?
Well, I like to cook everything, of course. Of course, it's. I mean, the reason I like cooking was that when I was a student, I didn't have enough money to finance my studies, so I have to work, and I came into a restaurant. And the first thing they did in the restaurant was to put me in a bar. And I'm not a very exact person, so when I mix the drinks, nobody want to drink them. So they moved me to the kitchen. And then I really found the place where I like, because when you're cooking, you can develop the taste of the food by tasting it when you're cooking. No, I mean, I'm not a professional cook. So, but then of course I know more about Swedish food or European food, so I like to cook Swedish, European food. I try to cook some Vietnamese food, like I can do spring rolls, like a clay pot, pork in a clay pot. I like to do seafood. I can do a lot of nice crab and mook and shrimps and like that.
What else do you want to do in your free time rather than cooking?
Oh, yeah, I mean, cooking is not really my free time hobby. I do the cooking because I need to eat, but I like to eat some nice food. I like to listen to music. I really like to listen to a lot of music. As long as it's quality, I can listen to everything. And my real sorrow is that I can't sing and I cannot play any instrument. It's really, I hope next life, when I'm reborn, I will be reborn as a musician. So music is important. I read a lot of books. I exercise. I socialize. I mean, I like to go out for a dinner or have a dinner myself with some friends. I think it's normal. No, I do the normal thing.
What do you do for your exercise?
I mean, every morning I walk 5 kilometers, which sometimes is tough after you've been on a party the day before. But I think it's really a habit, and it's really giving me. It's not only giving the energy into the body; it's giving me energy into my head. I get 1 hour where I can think about a lot of different things, and it's a lot of job questions that I can sort out during this time. So then I play tennis, I go to the gym. I'm too old for playing football and things like that. I will break my legs if I do that.
I can see that there's a lot of paintings in your apartment. Tell me about that.
I see paintings as a part of the whole home. So I use them to make to furnish my home. And so it's not really the painting as a piece from a museum or as a gallery. It's the painting connected to it, fits well to the chair and to the design of the table like that. And I discovered, I didn't know until recently, but when I look on my paintings.
So you mean that it's just for decoration?
If you want me to say it's for investment, I say no. I don't buy art because of investment. I buy it because I like it. I buy it with my stomach. I don't buy it with my head. And I discovered very recently that nearly everything I have is on faces of human beings. And I don't know why. Some of them nice looking, some of them bad looking. But paintings are for me, I can sit and watch a painting 1 hour, 2 hours, and it really makes me feel good.
Do you have many Vietnamese friends?
No, I have a few Vietnamese friends, but I also have a few Swedish friends and some other few foreign friends. I don't have so many friends. I think friends is really, you can have a lot of acquaintances, people you know. Many of them are coming from the business, many I socialize with, but I have very few friends. But I have, I think, 2 or 3 Vietnamese friends I really can discuss everything with, and we can have a deep conversation.
Do you think that friends is good for being a network for business?
No, I think friends should be held outside the network of business. Friends should be the ones that you can use who honestly can tell you what you do and what you should not do and what you do. Then you have a lot of business acquaintances. They are not your friends, but you should socialize with them because they can be very good for your business. So you have to meet them, you have to socialize, you have to go to dinner, you have to go to receptions, of course, and you have to be very nice, and you have to invite, and you have to be invited like that. But I think that's different to friends. Friends is the one you can talk really honest about things with, and who can tell you honest who you are also.
Mm-hmm. Living in Vietnam for a very long time, what do you think about this country?
Of course, I like it. Otherwise, I would not live here.
Yeah.
I love the people. I love the food. I like the climate. I like the way that it's possible to do business. Nobody likes the traffic, so of course I don't like the traffic either. And there is also, of course, in every country there is negative things, but in general, there is also one thing with Vietnam. Vietnam, size-wise, is the same size as my home country, Sweden. And so I think I see a lot of similarities, and I can also see the similarities of how the society develops right now in Vietnam is about the same as when I was young in Sweden 40 years ago. It's about the same. Everything is possible. Everybody who has a good idea and want to develop can develop. So I really like it. I really feel at home.
Thank you very much for your sharing.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here today.
Okay, thank you.
Thưa quý vị và các bạn, qua chương trình CEO Talk ngày hôm nay, Thùy Nghĩa hy vọng quý vị và các bạn đã khám phá thêm nhiều điều mới mẻ về một CEO người nước ngoài đã vượt qua những khó khăn để thành công tại Việt Nam. Đến đây thì thời lượng chương trình cũng đã hết. Xin thân ái chào tạm biệt quý vị và các bạn. Hẹn gặp lại trong chương trình kỳ sau.